Well, holy heck in a handbasket, Batman. I'm back in Canada. After my little trip to Mississippi and checking out Memphis. Memphis! I want the Memphis! And Graceland and all these other cool places. And yeah, exploring Memphis is quite interesting, to say the least. I mean, that is one heck of a beautiful place. Both places, there's beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, sunset behind me. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. All the roads are windy and hilly and stuff like that. Creeks everywhere. Yeah, so we had a good time. Neighbor giving me the stink eye. New neighbors, they don't understand. Probably not even neighbors, really. Who knows? But yeah, so friendly, a lot of good food. Holy, was there good food. Barbecue everywhere. Pulled pork. Fried chicken. Mac and cheese, southern style. Oh, proper cornbread. I've never had proper cornbread before. Oh, my God. You don't know what you're missing, people. What else there? Oh, yeah, just steak. Oh, I'm going to have the meat sweats for a couple days. That's for damn sure. But yeah, no Canadian beer. Even though I was kind of making jokes down there about the Canadian beer. Hey, you got any Canadian beer? Just, the rile people up. It's pretty funny. So no, we didn't have that. I stuck mostly with Mexican beers, anyways. But wow, what a place! People are generally friendly. Some southern hospitality for sure. And plus, shout out to the hotel I stayed in. It was relatively quiet there. Even though it's in an industrial area. There's a airport right there, like a small airport. So planes are coming in and out of there all the time. The only criticism I had with the place was the hot water wasn't exactly hot, but it wasn't bad. That's the only thing I really. But it would be nice when it gets really humid and stuff like that in the summertime. There, it'd be beautiful. But the place is called Historic Whispering Winds Hotel. And it's an older building. I could just imagine the people that used to go there back in the day, And I'd love to see some old pictures of the place before all the industrialization around it, industrial buildings and stuff got built. Because it is an absolutely beautiful building. Beautiful inside. It's under renovation too, which is whatever. You got to keep up. You got to keep up with the upkeep, right? So, didn't really care about that too much. But yes, I would definitely recommend that place if you're ever in Olive Branch, Mississippi. That is. Other than that, everybody else that was out there during that little conference we had and get together with techs from all across America. I was the only Canadian there, which is why I was kind of like, coming up with some my own little things here and there, and asking for Canadian beer here and there as a joke. So it was kind of funny that way. And even though everybody was telling me, "Oh, don't get into the politics. Don't get into politics. Oh, don't worry about. Don't do it." Trust me, they got into politics and they were just as curious as I was. So yeah, we had some really good conversations down there about tariffs and some other stuff, and And while they don't understand our medical system and our quote-unquote super expensive free healthcare, super expensive but free, yeah, stuff like that. And yeah, so they had questions, I had answers, I had questions, they had answers. So yeah. Also, another thing I found interesting when I was down there is even though our dollar is not there, matched to their dollar, it's like tanking as we speak. But pretty much everything's the same price, right? Except for beer and stuff like that. It's way cheaper down there, booze-wise, and a few other things down there than it is up here, technically. And if you do the Canadian dollar figure, we're paying about 60 to 70% more than they are for anything down there, like booze-wise and beer and certain other items. But sunglasses, chips, anything like that, it's about the same price tag. So technically our $2 bag of chips up here is still tagged $2 chips down there. Although it's still like $4 down there Canadian. So, yeah, So that aspect is pretty interesting. The steak dinners we had down there is on par with what I was saying about pricing in both Canada. Well, not on par, but what I was talking about, it was still about $50 to $60 American for a frickin' 14 ounce. What did I end up having there? Some just beautiful steak, huge potato. I mean, they feed you down there, right? And it was like $50 to $60 American. So price that out, that's pretty much what it is up here in Canada. Actually, it's a lot more in Canadian dollars. That's about a $70, $80 to $100 plate. Compared to Mexico, believe it or not, the same steak dinner I had in Mexico is cheaper. Yeah, well, I don't remember if it was a 14-ounce steak, but yeah, very well done. And so it's just interesting to see the dynamics on pricing and stuff like that. Like gas is cheaper down there, obviously. I think driving around all over the place, including small towns that I was taken to and everything else, I think I spent, I want to say, not $15 worth of gas. Mind you, I had a really small car, but I drive a fuel-efficient car here anyways. And, yeah, no, not even 15, honestly. It was only a quarter tank, so I'm not sure. But either way, it was way cheaper for fuel down there than we do up here. What else? What else would have been interesting dynamic down there? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what else is the same or different or indifferent. All I know is a really good trip, and I'm glad I took it. Although it was work related, I kind of wish I had more time to spend down there and explore a little bit more, because there was some really cool stuff to see down there. Just side road attractions. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Speed limits down there. Just about everywhere you go is 80 kilometers. 70 to 80 kilometers. Until you get onto the freeways, like the big ones. And there you're doing 120 plus. Literally, that's, 70 mile an hour, that's 120K. And ain't nobody doing 70 mile an hour on those roads. I mean, even the cops are sitting there watching us all buzz by and do, 125, 130K. Like, holy crap, man. Oh, that was the other thing. A state trooper come driving up beside me, and I looked over, and he put the pedal to the metal. Those cars are not stock. I'll tell you that right now. Holy. It's a big Dodge Charger. He just stepped on it. And keep in mind, we're doing 125 kilometers an hour, so. And he just chomped on it, and down the road he went. It was like, wow. I gave him the thumbs up anyway, or I don't know if he saw it. Oh, yeah. Even the state troopers have a lot of fun down there, I'm sure, with all their high-performance rigged-up cars. Oh, anyways, that's all I got. I'll talk to you later.